If there's one good thing to come out of this year so far, I'm holding it. We've got a brand new, ready to fly jet called the Habu. This thing is kind of groundbreaking because we've never seen anything like this. First of all, let's appreciate the jet itself. This thing looks absolutely amazing, but it is designed from the ground up to be a trainer plane. Unlike most of the trainers that we've seen on the market for years since I've been flying, they all have a prop in the front. Lately there's one with the prop in the rear, and it just looks like a real plane, and they fly a little bit slow, and some guys are turned off by that. A lot of guys stop by our channel and they see the A-10, the Viper, the F-16 Thunderbirds, those sweet jets, and they're like, oh man, Nate, could this be my first plane? And I say, yeah, but no, it shouldn't be. It really shouldn't be. But this jet can be. It's designed to be a trainer jet. So if you've never flown anything before, this absolutely can be your very first RC. The good news is it comes with everything that you need to fly. It's not a plug and play. This is RTF, ready to fly. It comes with the radio, and there's stuff to talk about with this radio. It is a brand new radio. We'll talk about it while we're flying. It comes with the battery for the jet, which is a 3S 4,000 milliamp smart battery. I'll talk about that while we're in the air too. This thing can fly on 4S, so bear that in mind for all of our existing RC plane pilots. It comes with a smart USB charger for that 3S battery, and it has, here's the kicker, this is the best part, it comes with a basic version of Real Flight, which is the world's best RC flight simulator. So when you buy this, if you're afraid to fly it on your very first flight, you can install the flight simulator on your computer for free, which is awesome. And you're not using your mouse and keyboard to fly the jets and the planes on the flight simulator. You get a USB dongle that's worth about 40 bucks that pairs up with the radio that comes with this jet, so you can fly all these planes on the flight simulator for free when you buy this thing. That's the best trainer setup I've ever seen on any RC ever. We're going to talk about a lot of these cool things while we're flying the jet, but let's cut right to the chase and put this puppy in the air, see how it flies. There's a lot to love about this jet for a trainer. First and foremost, you'll notice that we're on grass right now, pretty bumpy grass here, and that is because it's taxiing here because of these oversized wheels and landing gear, designed to be a little more rugged for a beginner and a trainer. We're gonna just use the left stick to steer it and line up for a takeoff, and then I've got something really cool I'm wanting to try with this. This is a true Maiden. I've never flown this before. I wanna share this raw experience with you guys. I've seen that this can take off hands-free when you throttle up. So let's put it to the test. Okay, here we go. Just throttle, that's all we're gonna do.
Yep.
Just throttle. And it's up. I did not touch anything.
Yeah, I had to go off your hands though to get it taken off.
I didn't touch anything for that takeoff. Safe is on. The wind was pushing me a little bit to the right when I took off. But here we go. We're cruising at about half throttle, and that's completely hands-free. It does seem to have,
sliding right now.
It has elevator mixed into the turn, so that means all you have to do is push that stick left or right, and it will do the rest. I'm at about half throttle, and I'm completely hands-free. This thing is flying itself. That is so awesome. Well, let's talk about some of the features that this has that a lot of things don't have. This, because it has a new radio, has telemetry built in from the get-go. So Abby, did you know this? The Habu has telemetry on my radio. I see these 4 little green dots right now.
Okay.
And the 4th one is blinking, telling me that I'm at a full charge. And as that battery depletes, those lights on my radio will go down. So when we get a low battery, the radio is going to beep and tell us, hey, it's time to land. I love that. All these new E-flite planes have telemetry, and this one, as a ready-to-fly jet, has it built into it. That is so cool. I'm gonna shut up for 2 of these next passes. I want you guys to hear this jet. It actually sounds really good. That's a tight turn. Wow, that's nice. So this is a pretty good sized RC plane. It's a jet, an EDF, and it is flying on a 3S battery, which I absolutely love. This whole time I'm flying in safe mode, and I'm cruising at half throttle right now, but those passes you just saw were on full throttle. Now remember, you can get more power out of this with a 4S battery, which you can upgrade to later if you want more speed out of your jet. Which is really cool because a lot of trainer planes are designed to fly on 3S only. You don't have a lot of trainers that you can up to 4S if you want to progress. Now this thing, because it's a trainer jet, flies a bit slower. Even without flaps, we can get this to slow down quite a bit, which is really nice for landings. That's cool. Look at that nice slow pass. No flaps needed. We can slow this thing down a lot. Nice tight turns too. This flies a lot differently than I was kind of expecting. It's a very feathery kind of flyer, although it can handle some wind. Let's see, nice slow pass. That's cool, isn't it? Mm-hmm. To go that slow? That's about as slow as I can get it, I think, without stalling. Well, let's try out of intermediate. We're gonna go out of beginner mode and fly in intermediate mode. I think that's this switch, if I remember right. Which means we should be able to bank a little farther, pitch up and down a little farther. It is giving me a little more control. I want to go straight to advanced. I don't think that's the flight mode switch. It must be. It's this one in the top left. Okay, let's go to intermediate mode now. Yeah, we can definitely bank a lot farther, but it's not letting us go upside down. The cool thing too, look, I want you guys to see this. I'm pushing the nose down all the way right now, and it's not going down. Do you know why that is?
Because it won't let you.
It won't let you. This plane has a built-in barometer, so it is basically forced crash proof. If you're cruising around at this speed, which is about half throttle or so, and you try to push that nose down, it will not let the plane come down too fast. So here we go. Nose down really hard, and it's only going down that slow. I think that is amazing. I love that it has the built-in barometer. That's more technology built in to help you learn to fly. And now I'm ready for advanced mode. Here we go. There's advanced. We should be able to pull off some...
Sounds like it got faster.
I picked up the speed some.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I've been just cruising it. Let's do a roll. Not a bad roll, and now a loop. Nice. This is pretty nice, Abby. I think that I'll probably really enjoy flying it on 4S, but it's really cool to see it fly just a little bit slower. A nice trainer jet. I want you guys to hear that throttle up on this pass. I'll be quiet for this pass and I'll throttle up. It sounds really good. Yeah, this is awesome. Let's practice a landing on this just because it's designed to be a trainer. I'm gonna go back into safe beginner mode. And let's just let it come in for a landing. You go 0 throttle here. And then we'll flare at the last second. Yeah, nice. Well, I want to keep flying to get an accurate flight time, so we're going to just do another automated takeoff. This is not even into the wind. Abby, are you ready?
Oh, you're going to take off this direction?
Yep. Mm-hmm.
Okay, it's not into the wind.
No, that's okay. Completely hands-free takeoff here.
Follow it, keep turning.
Oh, I needed more throttle. Oops. I had the elevator up because the bushes were there.
You didn't have enough throttle?
I didn't have full throttle when I went hands-free
Okay,
in the grass.
You
need that full throttle to get it in the air. My radio telemetry is telling me I have 1 dot of juice left.
Okay.
So I throttled down. That'll probably go up some. That is really cool to have that right on the radio. So you know if you're a new pilot and you glance down for a second and you see 1 dot left, maybe it's time to start practicing your landing. I'm gonna keep cruising it though, because I want to hear that alarm. I want to hear what it sounds like. What a good looking jet. This is really cool. I love the fact that it comes with a basic version or a trainer version of real flight, because That is the best way to learn how to fly.
It's a game changer. You no longer have to do $100 to $150 to get real flight, so you can practice flying before you buy a plane. And it comes with it.
You can upgrade and get hundreds of models on real flight if you so choose. But the one that comes with this, I think, has like, it has this jet in it, so you can actually practice flying this jet, but it also comes with, I believe, 4 or 5 other airplanes, and I think there's a helicopter or a drone included in that as well. I'm excited to try it. And the best part is the wireless USB dongle that comes with this whole setup. So you plug a USB into your laptop, into your computer, and it pairs with this radio that I'm flying this jet on right now. And you use the radio to practice flying, and then when you build up your confidence, you bring your real jet, this one, to the airfield and fly. I'm really impressed with this flight time. This is the battery that is included when you buy the ready to fly setup. So this long flight that I'm getting, you can have that too.
It's crazy.
It is like, crazy.
I mean, in the air, you're probably almost to 7 minutes. That's for a jet, that's for a good. Jet.
That's very, very impressive. Here we go, full throttle pass. I'm surprised it didn't go off there. We'll go one more full throttle pass. This thing turns really tight. I'm very impressed.
You're still in advanced mode, right?
No, I'm in safe.
Oh, okay.
I'm just cruising around in safe. It flies really well in the beginner flight mode. Very, very well. I love that barometer because on that pass, at that speed, I was having to push the elevator down to full. I was full down elevator on that pass just to get it low to the ground for you. Really awesome. This is doing some stuff, you guys, that I did not think we'd ever see in a trainer plane. That's full
trainer jet.
Trainer jet, that's right.
Yeah, it's crazy.
I want to see how this climbs even on 3S. So we're gonna go full throttle, advanced mode, and let's climb it. There we go, there's our stall. Whoo! It got some climb. On 4S, I'll bet it'll fly to the moon and back. And it won't even stall. I'm excited to try this on 4S. So at the end of this, when we land, I'm gonna show you guys just for future reference. Now again, you don't need anything when you buy this ready to fly setup. It comes with the radio, the jet, your flight battery. It even comes with the AA batteries for the radio, which is pretty rare. It comes with the USB dongle, it comes with the flight simulator, everything you need. But I want to show you guys a couple things you could consider for a future upgrade. Okay, so if you buy the jet and you're loving it, or you just have really high confidence that you're going to love it, I will show you a handful of cool accessories you might want to consider picking up. But you don't need anything to do exactly what we're doing right now today, which is very awesome. It comes with everything. Man, this is cool. I love the oversized wheels and landing gear on this because they're going to be robust, very durable for a beginner to learn to fly on. It's going to be a little more forgiving on harder landings. That's
sorry, go ahead.
No, that's all I was going to say is that's why these are not retracts.
I was going to say, isn't this going to be good for like the strict plane people that have never or maybe been afraid to go to jets to try a jet now?
I've got one person in mind right now, Gary Zion, our buddy. He has an Aero Scout, great little trainer plane, but if he wanted to step into jets, this would be the perfect one for him. The Aero Scout's a great trainer, but this flies just like the Aero Scout. Every single thing about the way the Aero Scout flies is just like this, and I don't think Gary has the flight simulator. He could pick up the flight sim with this and the USB dongle, so then he can try a few other planes soon. If he loves the flight sim, he can upgrade to the full version later. I'm amazed at this flight time. I cannot believe this flight time. I've been about 60 or 70% throttle for the last minute or two.
Yeah, you're on like over 10 minutes.
This is amazing. I'm fighting some wind right now too. We're up to about a 6 or 7 mile-an-hour wind. This jet can fly in the wind. I'm very impressed, Abby.
So is an alarm gonna go off?
Yeah, yep, I'm waiting for it. My radio is showing a blinking last battery.
I don't know if they can see that, but I see it.
So my last little dot of 4 is blinking, saying, hey, it probably is time to land, but I want to push it to get to the beep, because there's supposed to be a beep here. Really good flight time. Man. Also, this doesn't have flaps, but you don't need flaps because it does fly so slow on a 3S battery, which is perfect for a beginner. This is, I am so happy to know that there is a ready-to-fly jet now. And I'm not talking about a jet with a propeller in the back from China website that costs $75. This is a nice hobby-grade brushless motor, real EDF. This just doesn't exist as a ready-to-fly setup.
I'm gonna get a sunburn before the battery is out.
I know, me too, yeah. My toes and my sandals are on fire.
Yeah, I have black sandals on and it's hurting.
I like the pattern on the bottom of the jet too, which is great for orientation. And I'm just trying to fly this around a little bit like maybe beginner would fly it. Now a lot of beginners, what you'd want to do is fly much higher. So you'd take this up, there we go, listen. Hear that? That's coming out of the radio. I'm holding it up to the mic.
Okay,
so you get that beeping for like 15 or 20 seconds. There we go. I'm going to bring it in for landing, and if you push it even farther, you have an LVC, a low voltage cutoff on the jet. The engine or the motor will start pulsing to say, hey, I'm low on juice. There we go, nice smooth landing. And you'll still have the ability to steer it down, but you'll hear the motor pulse. So it'll kind of rev up and down a bunch really fast, letting you know your battery's low. This thing taxis really well, even on grass. I'm a huge fan. Okay, there you have it. Ready to fly, brushless, hobby grade jet. Mission success. The Maiden was perfect. This thing flies nice and slow if you want it to, especially on the included 3S battery, but when you wind it up to full throttle, you can get some nice high-speed passes out of it. It sounds good and it looks really good. So if you're the guy out there, maybe I want to try flying an RC plane, but I just don't like those big bush planes, you know? Or I don't like those things that look unrealistic. I'd love to fly a jet. This is for you. And I know for a fact, over the last year or so, since I've been upping my game to these 6S jets, we've had a ton of people ask, Nate, you know, I flew this little cheap plane you recommended. Could I step into that? That'd be a big step. This is for you. I even had a person 2 days ago ask a comment on our recent A10 video saying, hey, I have experience on an old blow plane 20 years ago, maybe it wasn't that long. Could I fly the A10? I said, hold on, wait 2 days. Please wait 2 days for me, and I've got a treat just for you. This is what I was talking about. There are a ton of guys that will love, love, love this. And girls. Abby, my wife, is going to be the next person to fly this on the channel. I wanted to show you guys a couple of things. This is the USB charger that comes with this jet. It is actually the first time I have seen, I think it's a brand new product, this little tiny USB charger can do smart batteries only up to 3S. But it does come with this, and that's very awesome. This is a smart charger, which means it does all the thinking for you. Just plug in your 3S battery and it does all the work. You don't have to push any buttons or anything. This is the USB dongle that comes with the ready to fly setup. This is what you plug into your computer to pair up to the radio when you fly your flight simulator to practice flying before you ever get this in the air. I highly recommend at some point after you kind of get your feet wet and get a feel for the jet, you upgrade to 4S, because this is capable of handling a 4S battery, which just means more power, more speed, more fun. You're going to climb higher and farther. It's going to fly faster. 4S battery. We'll have all this stuff linked in the description box below. One of the first upgrades I recommend if you're going to buy this is a nice hobby grade charger. The USB charger is going to get the job done, but it can only do 3S batteries. This is a budget friendly version of this, which I haven't even opened yet. It's still brand new. I have a charger that'll do 2 batteries at a time. These both do 1 at a time, but they're much more budget friendly. This one just doesn't have as good of a display as this one. This one has a nice display that you can adjust settings on your batteries and get a little bit more done, but it just depends what your budget is. We'll have both of these linked in the description box below too. So one nice little upgrade you could consider after you buy your jet is a very nice charger, and then you can do your batteries a bit faster as well, because the USB charger is going to be a little slow. Well, I am extremely impressed, and I'm so happy to have a jet that is out, that's ready to fly, that I can recommend to people when they stop by and say, Nate, I loved that A10 flight, I want to fly that. Is there a jet you think I could handle? This is it. This is the trainer jet that exists now. It's amazing. I'm excited to come back out this evening when it's not 100 degrees out. We're swatting the sweat bees off of us now and ready to get in and cool off a bit. This thing is a home run as a trainer jet. I absolutely love it. All the stuff that you saw in today's video will be linked in the description box below. And even though we're getting these scorching hot days, I'm just really thankful we got to get out here and fly today. For that, I thank God. I also want to thank all of our Patreon supporters, because we couldn't do what we do, we couldn't get out as often as we do to bring this content to you guys 100% free because of our Patreon supporters. Thank you guys so much from the bottom of our hearts. I wish I had another trainer jet that I could link as a video popping up right about now, but it just doesn't exist. We don't have anything. In 7 years of doing this on the channel, there is nothing. We'll have another nice trainer video, maybe some beginner tips popping up right about now. Thanks for watching. We'll see you there.
Bye!